Thank you and good afternoon. This is Sam on for Sam Sports Report. Michael Brown gets an extension from the Kings. Sacramento coach, $8.5 million, $4.5 million, 2024-2025. King has produced a 94-70 record. Brown has tabbed. Friday night, Brown led the Kings to the playoffs. Sacramento is 48-34, number 3 seed. The Kings are the number 9 seed this season, beating the Warriors and playing in the tournament before losing to the New Orleans Pelicans and being eliminated, but did not make the playoffs. The Browns, in his first Kings coach to have a winning record in each of the first 2 seasons of the franchise. Brown is a 2-time NBA Coach of the Year, including in Cleveland Cavaliers stop in 2009 and a Los Angeles Lakers season, 42-29 that season. Okay, now on to the rest of the sports. Today, the Royals will play the Padres. The Royals need to stop the streak. They have lost 4 of 5. Alec Marshall will be on the mound for the Royals, and Joe Musgrove will be on the mound for the Padres. The Royals had a 3-2 lead, but the Padres add 9 in the 8th. Royals try to draw it with 5 in the 9th, and started it all in the 9th with a home run. Hit it very close to being a second home run. Royals drop back to 35-24. Royals need to win tonight to stop the skid of 4 of 5 and win these next 2 series against the Mariners and Padres right now. As we said today, Alec Marshall will go for the Royals and Joe Musgrove will go for the Padres. Game time, 3:10. The Cardinals lose to the Phillies 4-2. They will play the Cardinals again. Phillies, Sonny Gray will go for the Cardinals. He's at a 2.60 ERA, 7-2. But not as good as Ranger Suarez, who's 9-1 and a 1.75 ERA. Game time is at 6:15 for the Phillies and Cardinals. The Cubs lost again last night and have fallen 2 back. The Reds are 25-32 after a great start. Justin Steele will try to get the Cubs back in the winning column. He's 0-2 with a 4.45 ERA. Hunter Green is the 3.06 and a 2-2 record. Now on to the NBA. NBA, we know that the Boston Celtics and the Celtics will meet not until Thursday for the NBA long season ever. And the Rangers and Panthers will play tonight at 7 p.m. Atrimia Pernar will be a player to watch out for the Rangers, and Sam Reinhart will be a player to watch out for the Panthers. And that's Sam Vaughan Sports. Okay, let's talk NBA. The Celtics are in it. The Nuggets got upset by the Timberwolves.
Mm-hmm.
Did you call that an upset?
No, because they were like a game apart during the season.
And the Knicks lost to the Pacers again, and then the Knicks 7. So, okay, yeah, I want to ask you this. So, New York sports haven't been really successful. I mean, I know the Yankees are good, but they haven't really won a championship since 2010. What do you think is overall at the whole of the big market has changed into making them teams not as successful as big market teams?
What do I think is contributed to making big market teams not as successful?
Yeah. And the Knicks also never won an NBA championship.
No, they've won 2. They won in 1970 and 1973. Yeah.
Okay, I stand corrected.
I think that, I mean, because you got the world is more connected, you don't have to go to New York or LA to have a big brand. You can have a big brand anywhere because of social media and cable television and streaming. So it doesn't make it necessary for a player to say, I've got to get drafted by New York or LA or something like that in order for me to have a great brand platform. So now you can go pretty much play anywhere in the world and anywhere in a particular league in American sports, just speaking specifically, and you can have a big following. Well, even worldwide sports. I mean, like some of the soccer players have huge social media presence, and they don't play in New York.
So that leads us to the Mavericks and Timberwolves. Who's your pick in that series?
Um, I've got Minnesota winning in six. That's what I'm going to stick with my pick, even though Minnesota lost last night. I think ultimately they have a little bit better team overall. I mean, I think Dallas has the star power, but I I'm picking Minnesota mainly because that's who I picked before the series before last night's game, and I'm not gonna change off that.
I don't know if I picked either one, but I guess I probably would have picked the Mavericks, mainly because I liked them, and then I just I think Timberwolves have enough star talent to win the game. Anthony, okay. I mean, Anthony Edwards is pretty good, but he's not as good as Doncic, or he's not as good as just their players. Anthony Towns, I don't really think anything of him. Solid basketball player that's out of shape.
He's he's he's
He's,
not out of shape.
he's
He
chubby.
doesn't. He's got a different build. He's not out of shape. He does shoot a little few too many threes for someone his size, for my liking, but that's the 2023-24 NBA. Big man shoot threes, and he did, I think, win the 3-point shooting contest. So it's not like he can't make them. I just think that he needs to get more. He needs to attack the basket more.
Now, this is from an ass person perspective. I still don't really watch the NBA. Their season is way, way too long.
But you'll watch baseball.
No, I don't watch baseball until the Royals are good.
That's fair.
And
But their season is longer.
I know, and I think they should cut their season down to 100 games. I think basketball should cut their season down to probably 60 games.
Well, some of the stars only play about 60 games, so some teams have kind of done that.
But we'd be done with basketball season by now, and by now I'm not even thinking about basketball.
I mean, some people are though. I mean,
But it's
if
just
you have,
it's a more regional sport than a national sport. Just like baseball is a regional sport than a national sport.
I don't know if I would call it regional so much as it's not. I will say it's probably not as popular as it was at its peak, but it's starting to come back, I think.
But I mean, most of the fans that are watching, I guess, are from Dallas, Minnesota. They're not really from Kansas City. I see not very many people tuning into the games in Kansas City.
Um, I would have to see the demographics and rating information on it.
All right,
Minnesota.
Timberwolves are gonna win that series, and I'm guessing you think the Celtics are gonna win that against the Pacers.
Yeah, I got Celtics in five.
So you got Celtics in five.
Then Boston wins the championship in 6.
Okay.